storm has passed, the time is now to go to bed. You can do it somehow. The storm is gone, and maybe it's not too long until you rest your head, get some sleep, try to dream of something sweet. Thunder's gone, rain is coming down. If you look up to the sky, you see things are clearing now. Everything is gonna be okay, even when it's not. All storms pass eventually. Know you have a lot. You got me, you got mom, got all the things that you've become. Me, you got mom, got a loving home where you're from. You got me, you got mom, so love your family. You only get one, only get one. Storm has
Hi. My microphone keeps falling. I stripped it. How's everybody doing? It's a little late night stream. I'm the only one home with my little guy right now, so he's upstairs sleeping. If I might have to go at some point if he wakes up, but cross your fingers he doesn't. Now, I know who's going to be woken up, though. It's going to be the people in deep southwestern Ontario. Because these are coming in loud and noisy. We're going to keep an eye on them for a bit just to see how they decide to transition as they come into Ontario. Are they going to weaken? Are they going to maintain their strength? Are they going to get spinny? We'll see. The Environment Canada Severe Thunderstorm Watch, it actually does mention, if I can zoom it out here, it says, conditions are favorable for the development of severe thunderstorms that may be capable of producing strong wind gusts. It says what? Wind gusts of 90 to 100 kilometers an hour. Risk of tornadoes. Oh boy. It's not a tornado watch. It's like a severe thunderstorm watch that says, there's a risk of some tornado activity. So yeah, we got to keep an eye on that. There is a tornado watch, though, directly against the border here in Michigan. So there's that. So there's tornado watch right up to the international border, and then it magically transitions into a severe thunderstorm. We didn't get a minute into the live stream before Brennan had to tell me to fix my Zoom. It happens. But yeah, so severe thunderstorm watch on our side of the border, tornado watch on that side of the border in Michigan here. There's no current tornado warnings, I don't think. All I see is tornado watch. I mean, there's probably tornado warnings somewhere else, but right now in Michigan, there's no current tornado warnings. Tornado percentage on this cell is 3%. So probably mainly a wind risk, but it's worth keeping an eye. Probably just keep an eye just as it starts to track across the border. We'll see what it looks like at that point. if we don't see anything really spinny, probably kill the stream. But we just want to see if they're spinning as they come across the border and how strong the winds are going to be as they approach Essex County here and areas further to the north as well. So Exeter radar is still down. So that sucks. But we have other radars. We've got the Detroit Airport radar. We've got the classic Detroit NextRad radar. So we've got options. Let's see what Exeter says. Unscheduled outage due to technical issues. Started on June 6th. And it says it's supposed to end on the 11th.
It briefly came back Wednesday, but then there were storms.
And then it magically went out again.
And then it just went out.
Yeah. So obviously they're working on it. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. I just heard a little. I realize now that there is a sound. We're just testing out this thing where there is a sound when the radar updates. But all it is like a little. It's very subtle. So we've added a volume slider. So let me show you. I'll zoom out and I'll try to remember to zoom back in. So the volume slider is at 250 and I heard it. I'm going to jack the volume slider to 800%. This might be loud the next time there's a radar update. Maybe we should go with TDTW because there's a radar update every minute with this radar. So, okay, we're going to see. I'm going to zoom in. I promise. This might be loud. It's just going to be it's just like a pop. I don't even know if you can hear that with all my noise canceling on. Probably not, but all it is like a little pop. So we're going to see what kind of pop we get. And I think we are capturing the audio, right, because of the town name thing. So any second now. Prepare your ears. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Everybody hear that? It was just like, it was like the most digital pop of all time. Did everybody hear that? You heard the pop sound that I made. Okay. I'm just going to record the pop sound that I make because I like it better. I was going to record that. Nothing? You guys didn't hear that? Nobody heard that? What? I thought we were capturing the audio. Okay. Well, tell me if you can hear a town name. You ready? If I click on Essex or here, Hamtramck. However you pronounce this, I'll click on this. Let's see. Oh, Trammick. Did you hear Hamtramck? You didn't hear that? What? What? What is happening? We're capturing the audio. Let's see if we're porting it here. We're porting it to Virtual B. Virtual B is what we have coming in. That makes sure. Yeah. I don't know. Hamtramck. Nothing? Maybe it's better that you can't hear the town name because then I can click it and then you didn't know that I clicked it and then I can hear how it pronounces it and then I can pretend like I knew how to pronounce it in the first place. That's not really fair. It's kind of cheating. Do these storms usually dissipate this late at night? Yeah, it depends. If it's just typical storms, that when you don't have the sun to heat up the surface in front of it, you don't have daytime heating. You heard me say Hamtramck. I didn't know how to pronounce it until I was trammicked. How severe is this? I don't know. I really think it's just a marginal slight risk. We'll see. We'll see. It seems to be calming down a bit, which the models did predict. It said by the time it starts to come into our area, it should be weakening. But
If you look at it from more distant radars like Cleveland and Grand Rapids, it looks a bit stronger in the higher levels.
True. Yeah, there's something going on there. Hyper Blitz coming in with a super chat. What's up, Adam? How are you? I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much. Did you get a break? I saw there was more storms in Manitoba. We couldn't stream for it, but can Manitoba have a break, please? I sure needed a break after that 12-hour stream. It was ridiculous. Oh, I like this. I keep getting a little boop every time there's a radar update. It's useful. This looks interesting here. There's some pretty strong winds down here in Michigan. 95 kilometers an hour. That's under a severe thunderstorm warning. They're probably going to stretch that severe thunderstorm warning right to the international border, I would assume. Right now, there's the severe thunderstorm warning here. In the States, it says, let's see what the winds are on it. Wow, I probably have seen this from a severe thunderstorm warning in the US before, but it says 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So it's pretty strong. It's definitely above 90 kilometers an hour. I think 90 is what, 56 or something? 58, 56.
He is 95 kilometers an hour.
95, okay. And then it says a tornado watch remains in effect. And then it says remain alert for a possible tornado, exclamation mark. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. And then, of course, there's still a tornado watch for these areas. So they got a tornado watch there. They got a severe thunderstorm warning that does mention a bit of tornado potential on it. It's got some pretty strong winds flowing into the storm. 101 kilometer an hour winds on radar here. And that storm is tracking pretty much due east. And so that might clip Amherstburg, Harrow. You still can't hear that sound, really? Is Windsor good to go to bed? Well, I mean, we're live streaming for storms that are heading towards Windsor. So make of that what you will. Tim says, I'd be surprised if we get a warning before the front hits Tilbury. No, I think if there's severe thunderstorm warnings right up to the international border, then it's pretty likely that Environment Canada is going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning. They have a severe thunderstorm watch in place, so they're paying attention. I think. %7 tornado risk on this now. It's climbing up a bit. I just love getting the little beep every time there's a... I can't believe you can't hear that. It should be coming through. Oh, well. At least I get to hear it. I get to hear a little boop. It actually is kind of annoying. So maybe it's best you don't hear it. Because it's this little beep every like few minutes. It's actually kind of annoying. It's annoying in a good way for like me who wants to know that the radar has updated. Barry Green coming in with as a YouTube member. Thank you so much, Barry Green 9657. Appreciate it. Yeah, the audio on the browser is set correctly. It's fine. I mean, I've got the browser captured, and I've got it ported through the virtual cable back to this. I'm usually pretty good with this stuff. I mean, in a past life, I did some audio engineering, so I'm usually pretty good with this stuff. But hey, who knows? Might be one of those things that like you just have to like reboot and then it works. Probably the case. When all else fails, reboot. Speaking of reboot, anybody remember that show on YTV called Reboot? That was one of the earliest computer graphics shows of all time. And the computer graphics on it were actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure that it took them like months to render an episode. Anybody remember that? Am I checking out the Barry Air show this weekend? I did see like a formation of 5 planes fly by. Usually when they're practicing, I can... Because we're not too far from downtown. Usually when they're practicing, they just fly over the house the whole time. We get a pretty good show here. Hey, how we doing? I think there was a pop-up storm going to form near Millbank. You're just manifesting that? Or have you like looked at models or something? I foresee a pop-up storm. You guys remember the movie Minority Report? We need that for storms. We seem to have like 3 people sitting around who are psychics, and they're just like, oh, "It's going to be a storm here." That'd be awesome. I don't know why they had to keep them in like pods though. That was a weird movie. Real Darkstar says reboots.matrix was hot. I think that was a groundbreaking show because I don't remember any show around that time with graphics that good.
Severe thunderstorm warning just issued for Windsor.
There you go. Well, for Essex County, really. So, which pretty much just locks in. Wait a minute. Does it go much further? Oh, okay. Why? Where's the cutoff there? That's weird. I don't know why we're not getting a chop line there for it. It's weird. Like it should only show for Essex County, but there's no line. Is it like blending into something? Oh, that's weird. Oh, there it is. There's the line. Oh, I see the polygon just showed up. That's why. I'm like, where is the dividing line of that? Okay. So Tilbury. Oh, I see. Well, the reason Tilbury doesn't get it is because you're right on the exact edge of the polygon. So you're not going to get that severe thunderstorm warning until they issue it for like Chatham, Kent, etc. Yeah. Smith says Exeter's up. I think we need to tweak something so that it can actually work. Exeter's up? What? Might be an old frame though. Let me know because I'm trying to figure it out. Has Environment Canada implemented storm-based warnings yet? Says Tej. No. Delayed. No, sorry, Exeter's not up. The last frame was 4 hours ago. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, okay. No bananas tonight? No, I got nothing. I don't want to eat this late. I usually don't eat after dinner. Still some pretty strong winds in here, though. East of London, Michigan? There's a London, Michigan? Look at this. London and Exeter right here, but this is all in Michigan. That is Michigan, right? Yeah, okay. I see. So that's Ohio in here. That's Indiana. And that's Michigan. Okay. Ben says, please check. London, Ontario. Check what? London, Ontario is just chilling over here. It's good. I mean, these storms are going to eventually head that way. But as of right now, London's fine. Is it safe to go back to bed? In St. Mary's? St. Mary's is way over here, right? Where is it again? Somewhere in here. Should I probably just search for it? All right, I'll search for it. I got like 100,000 Saskatchewan and Manitoba locations saved here. There we go. St. Mary's. St. Mary's, Ontario. It was literally, was it on my screen when I searched it? You're not even in the severe thunderstorm watch. So, I mean, you might want to like keep your phone by just in case there's some alerts issued for you. But the nice thing about thunderstorms is they're not very quiet. They're kind of their own notification system, you know? I don't like this. Starting to see some rotation here near London, Michigan, and Exeter Township, Michigan. And then right below it is maybe London, Exeter, maybe. Yeah, I don't like this. A little bit of rotation there. And it's right on a little hook, too. See that little hook right there? And then you got that rotation right here. See? Let's go to tilt 2. Tilt 2 looks more like wind. Oh. Still seeing it. Let's look at storm relative velocity because we have that. Interesting. Yeah. Definitely seen some rotation there. Now, which way is this going? This could... It looks like it's kind of moving due east right now. So it maybe even to the southeast. So we'll see what it does. These storm tracks are all over the place here. Some of them are pointing to the northeast, some of them are pointing to the southeast. You have to watch that. But you could have sneaky little rotation in there. I mean, this is inside of a tornado watch right now in the US. So tornado watch in the US, severe thunderstorm watch with a mention of a tornado risk. And I wonder if that severe thunderstorm warning mentions a tornado risk. Let's see here. No, they did not mention a tornado risk. They just said moving quickly to the east. These storms are moving at 85 kilometers an hour. Strong wind up to 90 kilometers an hour. So severe 90 kilometers an hour is this severe threshold. When you have winds at 90, then trees can come down with that. So someone said, is rotation going towards LaSalle? Will London, Ontario be in a tornado? These questions. Impossible to tell. It's probably unlikely, but it's worth having your phone nearby just in case there's any alerts. Good. The first of many yawns. Yeah, I've changed my mind. I'm so happy you can't hear the beep because it's nonstop. I'm on a radar that updates every minute, and every minute there's this like beep. I like Smith and her questions. Hey, chat, what are you experiencing right now? Bro, no, it's sketchy, bro. Sketchy, bro. Please look at my comments. I've been saying this for 5 minutes. What are you? What's sketchy? Oh, sorry. My bad, Smith. I like Smith's question, though. Good question. Let us know what you're experiencing. Other than bro, it's sketchy, bro. I don't know if it's not much of a useful report. And says, if you're in LaSalle, please start thinking about taking cover. Please, please, please. Quinn, please settle down. Everybody in LaSalle is chilling right now. And based on what I can see, there's going to be some pretty gusty winds coming into LaSalle. But if anything, the only area of rotation I'm concerned with right now is down here by Exeter Township, but not the one in Ontario, the one that happens to be in Michigan. And that pocket is going to head towards maybe Amherstburg, maybe. It might actually go out over the water. We'll see. So, yeah, ease up on the sketchy bro stuff. It's all good. We're watching. Yeah, see, Skillsy knows what's up. Bro, it's okay, bro. Calm down, bro. You'll be okay, bro. Adam got you, bro. There you go. That's right. Smith. Oh, boy. Smith is... Let's be nice here. It's all good. You know what? To be fair, and we can't dismiss the fact that a lot of people experience storm anxiety. Right? Adam's... Look at this one. Oh, this is a good comment. Adam, spin around if you see a tornado. Yeah, if I just start spinning, if I start spiraling, that's a different story. But if I start spinning... Ashley says, I'm in Windsor. You think sitting in my gazebo is safe? Bottlecat says, I've got storm anxiety. Understandably, a lot of people do. I don't like this. I would say if you're in Amherstburg, you might want to... well, which way is it going, though? Because it looks like it's trying to go to the southeast. This thing's definitely rotating. I wonder if... hey, Brennan, is Michigan Storm Chasers live? Probably. They're live for everything.
They were live earlier. I'm pretty sure they still are.
Yeah, they're literally... Ryan over there is like, he says they haven't missed a severe thunderstorm warning in the last 4 years. He's been live for no wonder they've gone from like 0 to 800,000 followers in like 4 or 5 years. Been live for literally everything. Those guys are dedicated. I like to see it. What is the Cape? Good sir says hot dog. Andrew says, well, Adam is pointless. I'm out of here. Peace. Peace out, yo. After many years of watching instant weather streams due to storm anxiety, Adam is officially my thunder buddy. Adam, if you don't spin, it might be sketchy, bro. Yeah, they're always live. Yeah, they're awesome. If you're in Amherstburg or south of Amherstburg, this is coming in pretty hot. Hopefully, it's just a wind thing. No alert from the town of Amherstburg. Adam, we can always count on you for alerts. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't know if the town of Amherstburg issues weather alerts. I don't think so. Every time this happens, Amherstburg and LaSalle are on the hit list. Yeah, this is pushing a little bit further south. There's still going to be some pretty strong winds that go towards LaSalle, and actually they are picking up a bit here. 87 kilometers an hour. So yeah, basically LaSalle down to Amherstburg, but really strong towards Amherstburg and south. So Colchester, Harrow, Kingsville, maybe Leamington eventually. There is some embedded rotation in here, which this one's got a little bit of a hook, and that's actually where there's a bit of a couplet. Whoa, look at it on tilt too. Whoa. Yeah, if you're in Amherstburg, I'd be getting ready to take shelter with a storm. I'd pretty much take shelter with a storm. Amherstburg should probably be in the basement for this one. LaSalle, maybe. This seems like it's increasing in strength right here near Southgate, and that's heading straight towards LaSalle. So I'd say LaSalle definitely inside, probably not upstairs, considering basement. Amherstburg, probably basement, especially down here. Lakewood Beach, Amherst Point, Lake Erie Country Club, Ambassador Beach, Colchester, Oxley, Harrow area, probably Essex, Busy Bee Corners, whatever the heck that is. This is looking pretty rough. But yeah, it could be pretty strong towards LaSalle as well, too. I think it might be polygon time. It's a polygon time. That's on tilt 1 now. Whoa. Look at these winds. This is pretty strong, folks. 107, 113, 120.96. That is not noise. That is legit. This is a legit velocity signature here. 120. This is not good. If you are in Amherstburg, this whole line is going to be really windy, but I really don't like what I'm seeing down here. Like, this whole line's going to be pretty darn windy, borderline severe, but this down here, heading towards Amherstburg and Harrow and Kingsville, this looks nasty. 120.96. This is a problem for those areas. It's a polygon time. I think I probably want to include LaSalle in this just because every frame. Well, LaSalle's already under a severe thunderstorm warning, right? And you're only at 79 kilometers an hour. This is the part that's a big problem here. So I'm going to do a polygon from meow to meow. I don't know how far into Essex County it's going to stay strong, so I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to include Leamington. Should probably include Point Pelee too. And yeah, Pelee Island for sure. All right. Yeah, it's coming in pretty hot. LaSalle is 85. Yeah, that's probably a problem. Let's see what tilt 2 is showing me. Tilt 2 is strong enough that I should probably redraw this slightly. I'm going to go up to LaSalle with this. Listen, LaSalle's already under a severe thunderstorm warning, which already says 90 kilometer an hour winds or more. It said 90 to 100. This particular area, I think, really needs an extra notification here because it is looking real strong. Real strong. Let's get Point Peely in there. All right, let's get everybody in there. I'll do it like that for now. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense. All right, it's a polygon time. It's a polygon time. Oh, this works perfectly. We're carefully monitoring a storm located near Monroe, Michigan. Traveling east-northeast at 76 kilometers an hour. If it maintains that speed and direction, it'll reach Amherstburg by 1:24 a.m. That all looks pretty good. Damaging winds detected. Kind of think red's a good idea on this one.
I've been monitoring the Michigan Storm Chaser feed, and they've been saying that area has reports of damage of trees
Oh, okay.
in Monroe and just north. So that
Yeah.
area where there's strong wind gusts.
Yeah, so confirmed damage on this line. That's not good. I'm going to go red. And we saw 120. Radar estimates wind gusts at 120, so I'm going to update that. Careful monitor storm located in Monroe, Michigan. Traveling east. I think it's traveling east. 76 kilometers an hour. It maintains that speed and direction. It will reach Amherstburg by 124, Essex by 143, and Kingsville by 147. Radar estimates wind gusts at 120 kilometers an hour. Please be safe in the path of this storm. All right. Sending it out. We should probably say damaging winds reported, right? Because that same line is getting reports of damage. So damaging winds reported. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. All right, sending it out to 3,154 people. If you don't have our free app, you can download it at instantweatherapp.com. Sorry, 3,121. I think it's still going to be pretty darn windy in LaSalle, maybe borderline severe, but this down here is substantial coming into Amherstburg. Amherstburg and areas to the south needs most certainly take shelter with that storm, please. Looking pretty nasty. The other thing to take into account as well, too, is the stuff down here near Amherstburg. If you look at it on radar, like if you swipe back and forth on Instant Weather Pro, the winds are right on the front. Like you can see the front of this storm line right here, and you can see the winds are right there. They're right on this front, right? That actually looks like a little bit of rotation right here. That's a little bit of rotation. Let me go to our storm relative. Yeah. A little bit of rotation on there. So these winds are right on the front, right? There's actually several areas. These are like little indents. These could be some QLCS tornado activity in there. So, but then when you look up here, like these strong winds going through Windsor, they're way ahead of the line, right? Like if they were right here, I'd be a lot more concerned, but they're way ahead of the line. About 103 kilometer an hour wind gusts. Should go see what Windsor Airport's doing here. And again, this whole area is under a severe thunderstorm warning. So these folks already have a heads up. There's severe thunderstorm risk coming in. I'm going to check in the background on, see if we can see what Windsor Airport's picking up on. Yeah, that line's getting quite a bit stronger now. Seeing 93 kilometers an hour. LaSalle looks pretty strong, 87. So Windsor probably don't want to be outside on that one. Windsor Airport. Let's see what it's got. 10 minutes ago, so we don't have the latest. How often does it update? I don't know.
Reports of power flashes in Flat Rock.
Probably down here somewhere. Flat Rock. I'm assuming it's on this cluster.
Yeah, you almost seen it.
East Rockwood. I don't like what I'm seeing
Further
here.
up.
This is a couplet, by the way, with a tail.
Right
further
where
up.
the circle is?
Oh, I see it. Yeah. So power flashes in Flat Rock from the line that's coming in to... That's not good. Brennan, there's I'm hearing some sort of conversation because you didn't mute your mic.
Sorry, that was me.
I know it was you. It's okay.
Got to mute myself.
This is I'm worried that some of these are couplets with these tails hanging down. There might be a tornado risk here with these. I'm a bit concerned with that. Power flashes concerns me. How is it in Windsor right now? Is it pretty darn windy or what? The town does issue alerts, but not always on time. Interesting. Hope you had a nap today. No nap today. It's about on time. Thank you so much for the super chat. All good, Quinn. We got you, Quinn. No worries. Thank you for keeping an eye on my parents in Harrow. Yeah, it's looking pretty strong. You might want to give them a ring-a-ding-ding. Everyone's saying the winds are wild. Yeah, so this probably should have been 107 now. Eastern Windsor. Oh, and that's still actually right on the precipitation. So the stuff that's coming into Amherstburg looks even stronger, though. But people are saying the winds are wild. Very windy in Windsor. Can I check on Sarnia? Yeah, I think Sarnia is probably fine right now. Might be wrong. Whoa. It actually looks way stronger from... It looks way stronger from the other Detroit radar. Amherstburg looks like it's going to be especially strong. But actually, Windsor looks pretty darn strong too right now. 195 kilometers to 97. So yeah, Windsor's pretty damn strong too. Definitely don't want to be outside for this. Going to be some trees coming down. Where do you go if there's no basement in your house? You go to the most interior room, the most walls between the outside and yourself as possible. Most of this looks like a wind risk. Like just a straight line wind risk, which is still quite dangerous. You obviously don't want a tree to come through the roof or whatever. But there could be some embedded tornado activity in here. I'm a bit concerned about that. Whoa, look at tilt 2. Tilt 2 looks insane in Windsor. LaSalle actually looked pretty rough there. That almost looked like a couplet in LaSalle. It's just so weird compared to the precipitation. But yeah, the winds up here in Windsor and Tilt 2 is at 144 kilometers an hour. That's wild. Tilt 1 is closer to the surface, showing really, really strong winds here near Tecumseh, 113 kilometers an hour. Yeah, the whole section's rough. Ended up being rough all the way across. If you're in Harrow or Ambassador Beach, the Meadows, Lakewood Beach, pretty much all of Essex County right now, because we're hearing it's pretty intense coming through. Yeah, those are some strong winds going through Windsor. I wonder why Windsor has its name. Is it because of the wind? Windsor. Anyone know the history there? Tecumseh winds are bad. It looks bad on radar. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough. Hope everybody's staying safe. Should you go to your basement now? I'm in Windsor. I mean, it looks to me like the strongest has actually passed to the east. Tecumseh looks ridiculous right now. 107 kilometers an hour. Tecumseh's looking pretty bad. Yeah, it's looking really rough there. Probably just extend our polygon. I would think that the strongest winds for Windsor, just based on radar, it looks like they probably already passed. Let's see if the Windsor airport picked up anything. Let me double check here in the background. Okay, we got a reading from Windsor Airport. Windsor Airport hit 83.5 kilometers an hour. Whatever's happening in Tecumseh right now is insane. 115, 120 kilometers an hour in Tecumseh. I'm going to do a red polygon for them because it's just ridiculous. It's moving so quick too. So quick. Yeah, this is a strong line. Super strong line here. Let's see which way that's going. It's about to go out over the water. All right, I'm going to leave it because it's just literally about to go over the water. But if you're in Tecumseh, St. Clair Beach, 105, 115, 117 kilometers an hour. That is going to cause problems for sure. The strongest stuff down here may have missed Amherstburg. I mean, Amherstburg was probably pretty darn windy, sitting in the 70s, 80s. This really, really strong stuff seems to be tracking a little bit further south, heading towards Ambassador Beach, Colchester, Oxley, Harrow. Probably towards Kingsville, maybe towards Leamington. Excuse me. Point Pelee and Pelee Island is looking rough. Whoa. Little hints of rotation in there, little couplets that I don't like. Yeah, little embedded couplets there, which is a bit of a concern. But these winds are bananas. Lakewood Beach, Lake Erie Country Club, Levergood Beach, Ambassador Beach, Lips Beach, Colchester, Oxley, Harrow, East Harrow. Also really, really strong up here towards Tecumseh area, Pike Creek, Lakeshore area. Those winds look pretty wild. Looks like they're tracking towards Lake St. Clair, and then eventually they'll head over towards Mitchell's Bay. Really, really strong winds on Lake St. Clair right now. Whoa, this looks way stronger up here. If you're in Wallaceburg, is Wallaceburg even under a severe thunderstorm warning? No, it's not. Okay, we need to send a polygon. It's a polygon time. We gotta send a little polygon here. Yeah, because it looks bananas. Should probably go all the way to Chatham Kent here, I would think. Probably all the way out. Wow, this has got so much for this weakening as it came into Ontario. Good call on the live stream, Brennan. That is not weakening. That looks nasty. Real nasty. Yeah, if you're in Lakeshore, if you're in Bell River, that's going to be pretty rough. Starting to get sand in my eyes. Yeah, good call. You added Facebook to the stream. Perfect. Really, really strong winds there. Let me take a look at TDTW. Yeah, Harrow is about to get hit by some really strong winds. These areas down here, just southeast of Amherstburg, looking pretty rough. Seeing a lot of 80s, 85, 87. But what I'm seeing over here by Lakeshore looks ridiculous. And what's coming over Lake St. Clair right now looks brutal. This looks pretty brutal. Just going based on current radar, I think that polygon makes sense. I don't know if it should go that far north up to Sarnia. Maybe. Yeah, just kind of tracking to the northeast, so probably worth it to go up here. Wow. All right. It's a polygon time. Significant damaging winds detected. A storm. Carefully monitor storm tracking east, northeast. A large storm tracking east, northeast from.
Severe thunderstorm warning just issued for Chatham Kent.
Makes sense.
Oh, and Sarnia too.
Perfect. Significant damaging winds are possible. Yeah, makes sense. I'm going to go red. I think it's pretty strong. Sending. Oh, looks like the Windsor Airport got to 94.3 kilometers an hour. That's pretty damn strong. I want to see what Windsor International Airport. Let's see. Yeah, you know what's crazy? It never even showed that high on radar. So that means this whole line is probably hitting 90s. So, yeah. That means this whole line's hitting 90s, and everywhere that shows higher than 90s is probably insane. This is so strong right now. Heading towards Harrow right now. I mean, if that's showing 103, radar didn't even show. Actually, it may have if I go to KDTX. Let's see. I want to go to the Windsor Airport. What's that? 77. Yeah, that's wild. It got to 94 kilometers an hour at the Windsor Airport, and it only showed 70 or 80 on radar. So whatever's about to hit Colchester is going to be absolutely wild. 105 kilometers an hour, 107. This is surface hugging. Stronger on the surface than it is up in the air on radar. That's not good. That's a big problem. Coming over Lake St. Clair? Are you kidding me? Look at these winds. 138 kilometers an hour? If you're in Wallaceburg right now, if you're anywhere near Wallaceburg, this is going to be bad. Thank you for joining us on the live stream, by the way. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I'm in Wallaceburg. You need to be inside. Probably need to be underground. Tables be flipping, says Roller 3000 or 300. Yeah, make sure your devices are charged for when the power goes out. Yeah, charge your stuff, people. It ripped my gate off in Fontainebleau area in Windsor. It ripped your gate off. What a strong storm. Yeah, take shelter in the path of the storm, folks. It's looking real strong. It just smashed into Windsor. It's about to absolutely smash into Wallaceburg. That does not look good. That looks bad. Whatever's going to head towards Leamington right now. Colchester is just getting smoked by this thing right now. And Oxley heading over towards Kingsville, Leamington, Point Pelee. Those areas need to be taking shelter immediately. Pelee Island as well. Strong system. Much stronger than the models said it was going to be. Models typically struggle with these kind of MCS systems. These big squall lines that like come late overnight in from Michigan. Usually models have a hard time dealing with. It tries to like kill them off early, but not this case. Not in this case. Brennan stays up this late. I don't. So I'm half asleep right now, just so you know. But I'm sure a lot of you are half asleep too. I used to stay up this late, and then that changed. Yeah, winds are ridiculous here. Very, very strong. 109 kilometers an hour. Coming over the water, coming over Lake St. Clair right now. The squall watch on water says a tornado cannot be ruled out from Environment Canada. The severe thunderstorm warnings, I don't believe the warnings mention a tornado risk, but the watches certainly do. My wife's out of town, which means I got to wake up with them tomorrow for school. That's okay. Got to make sure everybody's safe. Got localized flooding in Windsor East. Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate it. Is Amherstburg good now? I think so. I really don't like what I'm seeing down here by Colchester and Harrow. Yeah, there should be some gusty winds in behind, but I think Amherstburg's probably fine. The front of this is the show. Everything in behind is just going to be like flooding risk and stuff. But I think probably the front is the show. Somebody asked what the Cape is. I forgot to check. The Cape isn't even that high. There's a pocket of like 500 over the storm. Really not that high. Surface-based Cape is only 500, but that's all you need. When you have whatever, probably a low-level, really strong low-level jet, when you have this situation, all you need is 500 Cape. You don't need much. There's 1,500 Cape up by Sudbury, but there's only 500 down here. Let's look at MU Cape. Maybe a little bit more. There's about 35 knots of wind shear. All you need is the right environment and the right storm. All you need is some sort of environment and the right storm, and you've got it. Essex is about to get hit really hard here. 103 kilometers an hour, 101. So this is Essex, the town inside of Essex County. Yeah, the strong winds are just basically, they're just ripping right past our polygons here. Kingsville needs to take shelter immediately with the storm. Colchester, Oxley, Cedar Beach, Linden Beach. All y'all need to get to a safe place with the storm. It's looking really strong. Wallaceburg is about to get absolutely smashed by the storm. Here in Pearl Beach, Harson's Island, Algonac, Walpole Island, Whitebread, Wallaceburg, Tupperville. If you're east of Lake St. Clair, this thing is coming in super strong. Super duper strong. From the Cleveland radar, I don't like what I'm seeing down here by Essex. Really, really strong signatures here. Whatever's happening down here by Harrow, about to head towards Linden Beach and Kingsville, it looks rough. I love that I get that little beep now. We got a new radar frame. It's awesome. What are these radars? Whoa, they have them almost at every minute in the US. Come on. When we get minute updates, Canadian radar, that'd be sweet. Probably never. Maybe one day. It'd be nice if they did it. Amber says Windsor. Thank you for your update. Let's see here. Radar was for Wallaceburg or just wind? I don't know. It looks like really, really strong winds. The kind of strong winds that bring down trees. And at that point, does it really matter what it is? You're not like, that tree is not spinning. So it is falling towards me, but it's not really spinning. Like, it doesn't matter. When trees are falling is a dangerous situation. Windsor is probably okay now. What you had before was the show. Hope everybody's okay in Windsor. That looked like it was pretty strong. Hey, Michigan Storm Chasers, what's up? Our boys over there. Yeah. They're passing the baton to us as the storms start to finally leave Michigan. Michigan's been in it all day. Wonder how long has your live stream been, by the way, boys? How long you been streaming? Probably quite a lot. Yeah. Ryan and Chandler over there kicking butt, helping people stay safe. I like to see it. MSC. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like what I'm seeing heading towards Wallsburg. It is going to be rough. 107, 109 kilometers an hour on radar. 115. Going to head up towards Marine City area, Port Lambton. What else is up here? Sombra. Those areas need to be taking shelter with the storm. If you're east of Lake St. Clair, I would be taking shelter with that. And now remember, when we saw the 94 kilometer an hour gust from Windsor Airport, radar only showed 80 kilometers an hour. So radar's not even picking up on the full extent of how strong this is. Did MSC say how long they were how long they were tracking for, or no? They're probably pretty busy. They probably just came over to say hi. Oh, I should ask them. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they're yawning. Probably. I'm going to ask them how long they've been live. How long you been live? Probably a while. Yeah, it's I don't know if they live stream on Twitch, but it'd be cool if they did like a raid at the end of their stream. They like raid ours, as it's all literally. Oh, they were only live since 8 p.m. What? I figured they were live most of the day.
Well, if I remember correctly, it was like around like 5 or 6 that the tornadoes were happening, like Illinois and Wisconsin. So,
Oh, that's right. So this must have just been moving really fast.
mhm.
I see. They launched 2 of their own weather balloons. We got to get some balloons up in here. Even if it's just party balloons, we don't care. We just need some balloons. Kingsville, my goodness. Kingsville better be taking shelter with that one. It looks rough. Could be some embedded rotation there, folks. It's hard to say for sure. This looks like it's mainly a wind-driven situation. But irregardless of that, it's Wallaceburg. Oh, no way. That sucks. Wow. The 2 other balloons they launched, though, both had problems. So they said that was $800 down the drain. So each weather balloon is $400. Whoa. That's pricey. Leamington needs to be taking shelter with this one. Yeah, Leamington needs to be taking shelter. Wheatley. Kingsville's already in it. How's it in Kingsville? It's got to be wild. It just got super windy in Kingsville. Concerning wind. Should I be concerned? Yeah, it's concerning. I would be probably. This is like, maybe get the kids downstairs kind of idea. You just don't want a big tree coming through their room. It's like a handful of times. We talk about this every year, but there's like a handful of times that you have to get you have to wake the kids up at night and get them to the basement. You know what I mean? There's a handful of times for that. The storm's probably going to wake them up anyways. So might as well wake them up and get them to the basement. Wallaceburg is in it, and it's bad. The wind's going into Wallaceburg an hour, 111 kilometers an hour. In behind that, I see a 123, a 124.92. I bet you the winds in Wallaceburg are insane right now. Just lost power in Kingsville? I'm sure you did. Am I able to check the storm just past Dresden? Oh, this little thing over here? No, I don't think this little thing is much, but I can double check. Now, those little storms out in the headers, they're pretty boring. Not a problem. At least from what I can tell. We don't have Exeter radar, so that sucks. That was Chandler that said hi on the stream. Thanks, Chandler. Appreciate it. Our boys over at Michigan Storm Chasers. Give those guys a follow. They're cool. Wallaceburg getting smoked by these winds. Don't they say if you hear a train? Yeah, it doesn't really mean much. It just, if the winds are just strong, it's going to sound like a train. Does Leamington have to take shelter? I would think so. I would say probably. It's looking pretty rough. Radar's not picking up on this even as well as it could. The winds coming into the Leamington area, at least into southern Leamington right now, are in the 107, 113 kilometers an hour. The thing that concerns me is that the Windsor Airport reported a 94 kilometer an hour, and when I looked at radar, it only said 80 kilometers an hour. So the winds at the surface are stronger than radar's even picking up. Oh yeah, Leamington needs to take shelter right now. The winds just pushed to the north. 97. Look at this. What was that? I saw 100 in there. 101.16 kilometers an hour about to head into Leamington. Leamington needs to take shelter now. Downstairs with this. It looks rough. All the way through Essex County here. Staples, Oakland. This is a big line of just strong winds. Mind you, that is right at the edge of that radar. So let's take a look at Cleveland, see if it'll give us a better idea. Yeah, Leamington still needs to take shelter, even from the Cleveland radar. That says 87. Again, it's not picking up how strong this is. When I see a observation from the Windsor Airport that is stronger than what radar showed, and the radar was right beside it. The radar's so close to that. And it's just not picking it up. So, yeah, that's a problem. Looks like it's going to get pretty darn windy in Sarnia here. Yeah, it's going to get pretty darn windy in Sarnia. Especially the stuff back here. Whatever's happening right now in friggin' Port Lambton. My goodness. 115 kilometers an hour. 117. Port Lambton, Whitebread, Thornyhurst, Dutt Hill, the Sombra area, down to Wallaceburg. How are the winds in Wallaceburg, everybody? Pretty rough. Let me know what you're experiencing in the comments, please, if it's safe to do so. Make sure you're charging your devices, eh? Starnia's got hit now. Thank you. So there's no rotation. Just wind, no rotation. I'm not seeing anything. There could be some weak embedded rotation in here. Environment Canada did mention there is a risk for tornadoes with these storms, but I'm not seeing anything really popping out to me as a strong couplet. But who knows? But really, really strong winds. Like violently strong winds. Probably going to bring down some trees. Very strong straight line winds. What about Chatham? Yeah, it's heading there. Chatham's next. And it's going to be pretty rough. Really, really strong winds. I'm starting to get freezing. I have this air conditioning on way too strong. It's strong, windy in Leamington now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Windsor, I think, is probably fine now. I think what you got before was the strongest. Wow, Sarnia's getting slammed right now. Thank you. Will the storm reach London? Probably. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. It's our pleasure. Happy to help. We can sleep in the winter. Is Bell River safe? I think the strongest of it is now east of Bell River. It's probably still pretty darn windy there, but the strongest is east. I just called 911 for a fire. The transformer is gone, says Nikki. Where are you located again? Wind is pretty strong in Wallaceburg now. Garbage pails are moving and the trees are bending a bit. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty bad in Wallaceburg. Nothing in West Windsor. Quiet and no power issues. Yeah, now. Obviously, it already hit West Windsor a while ago. Lost hydro in Leamington? I'm sure you did. Lots of trees probably coming down. And those trees are taking down, they're taking down lines with them. I'm in my trailer in Harrow right now in Lake Erie. I think it's mostly past us. How was that, riding that out in a trailer? Was that something else or what? Because that looked like it was rough. Donna, are you okay? Everybody's okay? How bad do you think London will be hit? Need to decide what to do with horses. I don't know. I don't know how strong it's going to stay, but it could stay strong. And it does not look happy. Whatever's going into Leamington right now looks rough. Yeah, I don't know how strong it's going to stay to London. Hopefully it weakens. It looks like it's trying to stay pretty strong. It might be softening a bit. It's not as sharp as it was when it came over Lake St. Clair. It was a little bit sharper and softening out a bit. So it's probably going to be pretty darn gusty in London. I don't know if it's going to be as strong as it was down here. I think the Cape drops off actually as you go further east. Adam has said multiple times Windsor can go to bed. No, I said Windsor should stay up with us all night. That's what I said. I don't know what you're talking about. I said Windsor should probably just stay up, hang out with us all night, be half asleep in the morning. No, it's okay. It's all good. Windsor's probably fine now. Other than some more rain, maybe a little bit of lightning, I think Windsor's probably fine. Tons of power flashes just north of Wallaceburg. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It looks insane. The winds up here look wild. 120 kilometers an hour up here by Dutt Hill. I don't doubt that you've got some power flashes going on. This is going to be causing quite a bit of damage. Pretty strong storm. Thank you for becoming a new member. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Intense win in Sarnia. Thank you so much. Plymouth, Wyoming in a trailer. It's gonna get pretty darn windy. That's for sure. Those ones are coming up, maybe up toward this really, really strong stuff might be coming up towards Petrolia right now. Becker area, 117 kilometers an hour. This is the kind of stuff that brings trees down, folks. You might want to get to a sturdier shelter if you can. If there's something like a concrete bathroom or something, if you're in a trailer. Wind off the river is crazy. I'm sure it is. I hate to be camping right now. Yeah, you got that right. There is some lightning in there, yeah. Someone said it's not too bad in Wallsburg. Thank you for the update. West Windsor, no power outage. Thank you. Is Strathroy safe? Says Shannon. Like just in general or from the storm? Strathroy, you're up here somewhere. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say how far it's going to go and how strong it's going to remain. Strathroy. Oh, you're right here. Okay. Yeah, you're probably going to get some of the stronger winds, I would think. Those strong winds could go towards London. There's a problem with the situation here, though. And that problem is that we don't have Exeter radar. We're missing a radar station. Yeah, so Brennan, Dr. Sills got me to jump on a Zoom call yesterday or the day before. I think it was a couple days ago. And he wanted to explain something interesting about radar to me that I didn't know. So I'll explain it to you and everybody else at the same time. So when you're looking at these straight line wind events, right? If you look at it from a radar, that's perpendicular to it, so pointing at it from the side, like this Cleveland radar is right now, you can't really see the strong winds. You're like, oh, they don't look so bad from Cleveland. I mean, they're pretty bad, but they don't look that bad. But if you look at it from a radar that's parallel to the winds, that's when you can really see the winds. So even if the radar is further away, he showed me an example. It was the London downbursts that we had back on that Tornado Tuesday there. And he showed me it from Exeter, and Exeter didn't really pick up on the downburst, or not downburst, but sorry, but I think no, it was a downburst, but yeah, but straight line winds basically. But he showed me it from Exeter, and it didn't look that bad. And then he showed me it from, I think it was from Detroit, and it looked way worse because Detroit was parallel, right? So it's pointing from behind the storm, and then it can really pick up on the winds. So when you're trying to see really strong winds, it's actually best to look at a radar station that is more parallel to the winds than perpendicular to the winds. So we all just learned something new. I hear a loud wind noise. Natasha says Windsor is fine. Yeah, you're fine now. It was pretty rough before. 94 kilometer an hour winds were reported at the Windsor airport, so that was rough. Anyone in Leamington that can give us an update? I'm too anxious to look out right now. Dee says, why am I not expecting anything in Leamington? I mean, Leamington looks pretty rough at least from Detroit airport radar. It's got a pretty good eye. It's got a pretty good look on that one. Pretty good perspective. It's parallel with the winds. This is a little bit off when you come from the actual Detroit radar, but it's showing the winds going through the Wallsburg area, looking really strong. Okay. But we don't have Exeter radar, so well, I guess if we're just dealing with a wind event, which is pretty much what we're dealing with here, then Detroit radar is probably the one to watch based on what we saw before. So we'll see how the winds are as they get towards London. I think we'll keep the stream going for a bit here as these winds get towards London, and then I am going to fall asleep because I keep regular human hours now. I used to keep superhuman hours when I was younger. I would just stay up till like 3, 4 a.m. every night. It's probably why we had no live streams in the morning, because I was asleep. Oh, there's the winds from Leamington. Thank you, Manny, for the update. Appreciate the reports. If you are on Facebook, you can report them to Ontario Storm Reports. And if you have our free app, then you can actually send in your reports directly to the app as well too, and we can check those out. We're gonna make him work on the live stream a lot better. We're working on that, and then we'll be able to see all your little power outages. And actually, I think we can. I guess we can already do it. I just don't want to crash this. Let's. Why not? 1 hour. Let's see what we got. See if we can get this to crash. Where are my reports at? There we go. There we go. Oh, there's a video from Harrow. Should we risk it? Should we risk it? No. I'm going to hold on a second here. I'm going to duplicate that tab, pull it over here. I'm going to go check it out first. I'm always a bit cautious. Who knows what people are sending us? But let's look around here. You can report power outages, by the way, on the app. Strong storms being reported in High Park. Thank you so much for your update. I love the fact that people can report. Oh, sorry, in High Park and Sarnia. I love that people can report stuff right here. Thunderstorms nearby. Thunderstorms. Strathroy. All right, let me check out this video. Wind damage I'm hearing from this anonymous. Probably turn that down. Do I have a mute button on this thing? Thank you for the report. Appreciate it. Pretty dark. I can't see anything in it, but thank you. Oh, I can see my live stream on it, though. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Watch this. Here we go. I think I have to zoom this out substantially for this to work. Watch this. Watch when they, in the video, watch when they pan to the left. So they're showing the lightning outside and then pan to the left. I recognize a live stream. Watch this right here. Look. Thank you so much for the report. Anonymous person. Thank you kindly. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. And that was down in the Harrow area. Thank you to all those who are sending in reports. We appreciate it. All those posting reports to Ontario Storm Reports as well. Let me crank this back up here to 200% zoom. All right. Looks pretty rough going through Sarnia right now. People said Sarnia was pretty rough here. See what some of these reports say. Windy thunderstorms, heavy rain. Thank you. Strong storms. Heavy rain, thunderstorms. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, those winds are going to be pretty wild. I don't know how long I'm going to last, Brendan. You might have to do a classic hybrid stream. Yeah. And the only one here with my little guy right now because my wife's out of town. So our dog upstairs is probably losing his mind right now as to why I'm not in bed with him. Oh, did I crash it? I did, yeah. For some reason, these reports, we have too many reports on the page. It causes a problem. I'll just have to hit refresh. Wait. There we go. Can I turn off the reports fast enough before it crashes again? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. How was that in Leamington, by the way? Let us know. I know we have a lot of folks in Leamington in our community. Whoa, look at that photo. Yeah, that cloud is just hugging the ground. That is so low. Look how low that is. How come it says no rain for Brantford, but this is coming right at us? That's strange. It'll probably update. Wind is very strong in Chatham, Ken. Thank you so much. Southwest Ontario. Warning expanded to Western Middlesex, says Seth Menka. Yeah, so they've... Wait, what? Did they expand it to London? Oh, Western Middlesex. Okay. Oh, here. I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, so they're not talking about... Farmer Canada is not talking about any tornado activity in the warnings, which is a good sign. I'm not really seeing anything really, really strong rotation-wise either. But the winds are going to be pretty darn strong. My neighborhood in Leamington is quiet now. How was it when it came through, though? Was it wild? I'm in Leamington at the campground by Point Pelee. It was scary here for a little bit. I'm sure it was. Was it pretty wild? Smith says, frankly, I'm surprised you haven't been perma-muted yet to Garrett. Aw, why are we being mean to Garrett? Garrett does talk a lot, though, yeah. He's pretty nonstop. He somehow slid into my DMs. Oh, is he spamming? Yeah, you better listen to Melissa and Smith. Please listen to our mods because they know what's up. Posting a video on Ontario Storm Report from Leamington. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Sharon. Free Garrett. That's TJ. Garrett wound up in a timeout because he wouldn't stop spamming, supposedly. Greg says, I am Greg. Thank you, Greg. Thank you for confirming that you are Greg. I couldn't derive that from your name. So I'm glad you were able to confirm it. I couldn't confirm it for sure just based on your name. Excuse me. Thank you so much for the ports, everybody. What was he spamming? I don't know. I didn't see it. That was my first timeout. Oh, did you have a timeout too? It's kind of a rite of passage, really. As the wind for Wallaceburg looks like it's calming down. I think it should be calming down by now. The strongest stuff is more east of you. It's all kind of spreading out. I could see it still being relatively strong as it gets to London, but they're not warning London just yet. They're kind of holding off here. They're waiting for it to move to the east so they can see what it does. It's definitely, it doesn't look as organized as it did. When it came over the lake, it looked really rough. When it came over Lake St. Clair, it looked really strong. And now it's kind of falling apart a bit. Spreading out. It's still quite strong, but it is spreading out. There are some pretty strong winds in here, though. And it's not just the strong winds, but when the strong winds are associated with heavy rain, that's when it, like you can see like there's strong winds here, but there's not really much heavy rain there. But when you have something like this hitting Florence, and you also have those really strong winds in there, 97 kilometers an hour, when you mix those two together, the heavy rain can really pull those, to me at least, I think, from what I know and from what I've seen, is that the rain kind of helps the wind connect to the surface, you know? You can have strong winds aloft, then you get a big storm there, and it all kind of hits the surface really strong. So you have a wind-driven rain, right? So the wind isn't just blowing wind. It's not just blowing oxygen. It's blowing all this heavy, heavy rain with it too. So that can make things a lot more intense. I'm gonna pass it out. We all love staying up too late because the storms decided they couldn't wait till day. A lot of folks asking about Windsor. Is Leamington good to sleep now? Yeah, if it's mostly past you, I think you're okay. This is pretty much one and done. The stuff in behind is really boring, so I think you're okay. Once the really strong winds pass you and it calms down, I think you're all right. What about London? London's going to see some pretty gusty winds, I think. Patricia on our team is in the Chatham-Kent area, and she says, really gusty here right now. Sure it is. It looks rough. How gusty? Oh, she must have said that a bit ago because we're hearing Chatham seems to be done now. Thank you. Darren says, thank you for all you do. You're very welcome, Darren. Appreciate it. And it's our pleasure. Absolutely no thunder or lightning when it came through Leamington. All good. You're in a tent, Alex? That's rough. Yeah, Eastern Ontario on Friday looks like it could be interesting too. So I think there could be some pretty heavy. Might have to go live for that too. Is Chatham good for the night? You know, once this passes, this is a one and done. Thanks, Flick Kings. Appreciate it. Michigan finally dropped the tornado watch. Thank you, Seth. It's alarming that no neighbors came outside to the fire department showing up to exploding transformers. I don't know if that's concerning. Maybe that just means your neighbors are smart. Probably sleeping / staying inside. Exactly. Smith knows what's up. Southern Ontario for Sunday. One question at a time here, Seth. We'll see. Certainly that time of year. I should be asleep. We should all be asleep. Tomorrow in extreme south or extreme southeastern Ontario. Yeah, it's couldn't be interesting tomorrow in Eastern Ontario. Brennan's probably working on a map for them, I would assume. Blenheim's looking pretty strong here. 101 kilometers an hour heading through the Blenheim area. I'm surprised this hasn't woken Dalton up. Is Dalton awake? He's probably sleeping. He's gonna get woken up. He's gonna be upset when he wakes up and realizes he missed all this. If he's even home. I'm not gonna last, folks. I'm trying my hardest here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to last. Is it okay if I sleep on my microphone? Then I gotta get up with him tomorrow. What time is it now? It's like 2:11. Oh boy. Can you stop the lightning and win so you can go to bed? I have no control over anything, not even myself. Not even my ability to stay awake. Can I talk about Strathroy, London? Strathroy and London are wonderful places to live in Southwestern Ontario with a robust community. And oh, wait, hold on. Do you mean the storms? We wouldn't blame you if you napped. Should we just do a live stream where I'm just like literally sleeping on the stream just like this? And then every once in a while, Brennan's like, Adam, your Zoom. And I'm like, what? I just get woken up by Brennan screaming at me about Zooms. One time you were live streaming and someone commented, why is this guy sleeping? But you were actually on your phone. I was like, well, I was looking down at my phone. This is slightly off topic, but there's some real. I was on Netflix today because I was just doing some work and I had to like it in the background. And there was some good. And is anybody into chess? I'm not that big into chess, but there's some really good chess stuff. There's this one about this incredible a lady who she became a grandmaster. She actually beat Kasparov in a match. She's like the greatest female chess player of all time. I think it's called Queen Chess or something. I forget what it was called. Chess Queen or something. It's really good. You got to watch it. Queen's Gambit was amazing, of course. This is actually a true story. Yeah, no, sorry. There's Queen's Gambit, which is like fake, but really awesome. I really like Queen's Gambit. It was only a few episodes, though, right? The Queen's Gambit, I might be somewhat based on the story of what's her name? Starts with a J. Anyways, you should check it out. No weather update? Nah, just stuff about chess. Is Leamington okay? What's Florence looking like now? I don't know. Are you in Florence? So you could probably tell me what Florence is looking like. It's adorable when people ask me what's happening in their exact location. Like, Adam, can you tell me what's happening in my driveway right now? Can you tell me what's happening in your driveway? Because you are at your house or your place of residence. So you probably have a better idea of what's happening there than I do. So yeah, if you can just like let us know what you're experiencing instead of asking me to magically know exactly what you're experiencing, that would be helpful. World's Worst Gamer says Chatham has been destroyed. Don't leave your bunker. I don't know if it's been destroyed. I heard it's really windy. Power outages are now showing up on Hydro One site. Seth Manka said, let me know how many. Favorite chess opening? I don't know. I've played some strange ones. I'm not that good. Oh, Judith. Yeah, Judith. Yeah, she's amazing. The greatest female chess player of all time. What a wild documentary that was. Yeah, Judith Holgar. Past my bedtime. Professor says, I downloaded the Instant Weather app. Nicely done, folks. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Remember, it's not Insta Weather app. It's the Instant Weather app. It's free. Whoa. We had multiple power flashes in Blenheim. Really, really strong winds. I'm sure they are. 1,200 without power in Chatham. I missed a few things here. Mysterious Ace just became a new YouTube member. Thank you so very much, Mysterious Ace. Appreciate it. Elite with the super chat. Thank you so much. Here's $2 to call you out on your bad Windsor joke. It's fair. Thank you. Windsor. Downloaded the app. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you want to download a free app, you can get it at instantweatherapp.com. It is free. My favorite price. Thank you for downloading it. I'm going to fall asleep. All right, Brennan. I think it's about time. We got to go hybrid mode. I do want to see what these do as they get to London, but I think probably if you can throw your radar up. Brennan's going to throw the radar up. Actually, there's really strong winds here. 101, 105 near Cairo, Newbury area. And that cell, these two lines here, the first line doesn't even look as windy as the second line. So London's going to get hit by a couple lines, and the second line looks like it could be even windier. A big problem here is that we don't have access to Exeter radar. But we do have the radar that is parallel to the winds, which is good, because that's the one we kind of need. So we pretty much just have to run with Detroit radar as it moves to the east. So we can really get a look at the winds. So that's the radar we need anyways for this situation. So Southwestern Terrace says, thanks for going live. You're very welcome. Been live for almost 2 hours now. I think we've mainly seen the worst of it. Rita says, no singing. No, I'm not singing at 2 in the morning. I'm toast. All right, I'll sing one song for you. Ready? Well, the weather outside is frightful. I'm very sleepy. Oh, you know what song I should sing? I should sing the I'm going back to bed. Count me out. You heard what I said, and was there any doubt? That's probably the one I should sing. It's bad in Glencoe. Thank you so much, William. Appreciate it. Just emailed a screenshot of the power outages on Hydro 1 near Wallaceburg over to you. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Joey says, appreciate all you and the team do. Thanks so much. Sharon says, you are a good singer. Thank you kindly. When's Adam's debut on Broadway? Just outside of Blenheim, and it's not very windy, someone said. Was it windy before, and it's just not windy now? Because I heard it was crazy. And then Brett, 2 seconds later, Brett says, Blenheim just got a super high wind and downpour of rain. Donna says, good night, Adam. Good night, Donna. We're about to go into idle mode. Yeah, we go into like a hybrid mode. Basically, Brendan's going to leave the radar up, and we're going to keep an eye on it as long as we can. Patricia says, I said a chess documentary was wild. Dude, you're officially old. No, it actually was pretty wild. You know what was even more wild? There's a documentary about Magnus, who's the current greatest chess player of all time. And there's a documentary about him and Hans. Anyways, because there was all that drama where they thought Hans was cheating and all this kind of stuff. Anyways, that was actually a pretty wild documentary. It's called Untold Story Chess something. I don't know. Untold. It's on Netflix as well. Go watch that one. If you're into chess, go watch those two. Then go watch Searching for Bobby Fischer. And then go watch Queen's Gambit. And then play a lot of chess. Yeah, there's still going to be some pretty strong winds in here. It's going to get pretty darn gusty in London. London's still only under severe thunderstorm watch, but I think it's possible that they're going to extend that warning into London here. Is there a tornado warning for London? No, but there could be some pretty strong winds. Definitely was windy. Blenheim power was surging. Got up to unplug a bunch of stuff. You know what? When the power is surging, that's not a great time. When there's like a thunderstorm on top of you, that's not a great time to start reaching towards outlets. If you want to unplug stuff, do it before the storm gets there. Don't do it when there's like thunder and lightning overhead. That's not the time to start unplugging things. Absolutely not. The last thing you want is like lightning strikes the house as you're touching something that's plugged into an outlet. That would be bad. So yeah, maybe don't. And we've also heard that you shouldn't take a shower supposedly, because I guess if lightning hit the wrong way, it could potentially go through the water, and that would be bad as well. Mysterious Ace coming in with a super sticker. Thank you so very much, Mysterious Ace. Became a member and a super sticker. You're being very kind. Yeah. World's Worst Gamer, please listen to Smith. They know what's up. Mary becoming a new YouTube member. Thank you so very much, Mary. CTV London should be up and running like the news if it's this bad. I don't think they typically go live in the middle of the night. No, they pretty much have their set times, right? I don't think there's going to be tornado warnings. I'm very doubtful of that, but some more severe thunderstorm warnings are possible from the wind. Did I hear about the Call Home Festival? No, I don't think I did. My mom's been very nearly hit by lightning from outlets and a faucet. Yeah. Stay away from outlets. Please. New to the app, if you go into idle mode, do we still get polygon warnings? Yeah, they're automated. We have a fully automated system where if Environment Canada issues an alert, then it instant weather, it instantly gets sent out to your device. I don't like what I'm seeing here near Duart. The winds here look wild. East of Bridgetown, heading towards Port Glasgow. I mean, radar's talking about 119 kilometers an hour. It is pretty far from radar at that point. Pretty far from the Detroit radar, but still really, really strong winds east of Blenheim now. Heading towards Dunwich. Oh, Magnus. He obliged to a selfie with his 18-year-old opponent, but then he pointed to the table where she had her phone because it's banned. You're not supposed to have your phone on the table. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that one. That's wild. He certainly seems like an interesting character, but you can't argue with the fact that he's arguably one of the greatest of all time. UPS with surge protection are your friend if you have high-end electronics. Protect surges over Ethernet. If you have one with that connection, you can get surge protectors for your main panels too. Thanks, Seth Manka. Appreciate it. Will this die down by the time it hits Orangeville? Maybe, probably. Mimi says, thanks for all you do. We appreciate you, Adam. You're very welcome. Don't forget about Brennan. He's here somewhere too. He's more awake than I am. In Blenheim, trees down on our street. Yeah, these are pretty violent winds, folks. Someone said 101 kilometer an hour winds in Blenheim. I think you meant what I saw on radar there. Yeah, but they're pretty strong. I mean, look at these winds. I know they're from far away from radar, but you got 109 kilometer an hour in there. So even if some of that is reaching the surface, it's a problem. And you got all this heavy precipitation with it, which, you have the wind-driven rain. It's going to get pretty windy into London. I don't know if it's going to get that wild. Could be pretty interesting, though. We'll stick around probably till this hits London. I think London is still in a severe thunderstorm watch. They did not extend the severe thunderstorm warning into London yet. I guess I don't know if they're waiting until the second chunk hits here, but St. Thomas is going to get pretty windy. Daytona Beach, Duttona. Daytona. Ryan's disappointed by what happened in Chatham. I'm trying to go into hybrid mode. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I'm just going to kind of wait till these roll towards London, and then after that, I'm probably going to shut down my brain. And I use my electric toothbrush in London, as long as it's not plugged into an outlet. Windsor has power outages throughout the city from the wind. Brennan, do you know how many power outages there are? You got any updated numbers on Hydro 1 there? Fitz mom says, your whole team rocks. Only ones I turn to when weather is going to come knocking. Thanks for keeping us safe and sleep well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Fitz mom. I keep getting that little every time there's a new radar update. It's actually pretty useful. Okay, I got to get rid of some of these polygons now. It's a polygon takedown time. That one's pretty much out of my polygon. Yeah. That one. It's just the two. Okay. I should probably we're just about to stop streaming, so I'll, what have I done? There we go. As you can tell, Instant Weather Pro's in a browser. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool that it's in a browser. It's polygon time. Yeah, so the Detroit radar is parallel with these winds, so it's the only thing really picking up on these strong winds at this point. Huge thank you to Dr. Sills for that tip. Strongest winds look like they're out over the water now, but there still is some pretty strong stuff in this line. London might get pretty windy. Oh, boy. Excuse me. I'm just going to keep yawning. It was great. Windsor. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Actually, no, I won't. I'm from Algonac, Michigan. Algonac. We lost power about 30 minutes ago. Lots of minor damage around. Thank you so much for the update. Did you? How did you find us? Did you find us through our friends at Michigan Storm Chasers? They're good people. Max is so glad I found this channel tonight. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. I'll be tuning in for the future. Hey, no worries. We've been live streaming for about 10 years now. We've been live streaming across Canada for 10 years. So, yeah. So we're going to keep doing that because that's what we do. It's time. Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate it. Someone please, Ingersoll. I don't know how strong it's going to be by the time it's there, but it could be pretty windy. Could be pretty darn windy. Spec with Niagara. Could be pretty gusty. Maybe some thunder and lightning. Gonna be some overnight storms for sure. How strong they're going to be is a bit of a question mark. In theory, without daytime heating, these should start to weaken a bit. In theory. In practice, I don't know. In reality, it might be interesting. Oh, man. All right. London doesn't even have a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't know if they're going to extend it. They don't really have a lot of radar. They don't have the Exeter radar to really know how strong these winds are. All they have is the Detroit radar. I mean, they could be borderline severe. We don't know. Too far from radar. We have the Cleveland radar, but it's perpendicular, so you can't even see the strong winds. I don't know. Maybe I should do a little polygon. I don't know. Don't know. I mean, everybody in London already got the severe thunderstorm watch, right? King City? I don't know how strong it's going to be by the time it gets there. There's no wind in London. Yeah, it's not there yet, really. I mean, it is there, but it's not there. There. We just got slammed. Here we go. We're finally getting some reports from London. We just got slammed with strong wind and rain in West London. Thank you. So yeah, London is getting some pretty strong winds now. How strong are they? Are any trees coming down? That's what we need to know. Let me know, London people. I know there's a lot of you Londoners out there. Lightning in East London, yeah, it's not there. You can see right on the radar where it is. Right, it's just over West London right now. So let me know if any trees are coming down. That's kind of the thing we need to know. No trees down, but it's loud. Thank you. How strong are those winds? Are they shaking the house, or is it just really gusty? Boring in South London? It's not there yet, I don't think. It's on its way, though. The trees are barely moving, but as I write this, I hear it howling, says Carly. Thank you. Is it Lise? Is that how you pronounce your name? Lise? Says great voice. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I was gifted this voice by my father and my grandfather, who were both radio announcers at 1050 Chum. If anybody listened to Brian Skinner back in the 60s and 70s, that's my grandfather, and Corey Skinner in the 90s is my dad. Where's my guitar? It's over there, and it's going to stay over there because I'm half asleep. I just want to know what people are... tons listening in London. Thanks so much, Steph. Oh, tons of lightning. Okay. Yeah, tons of lightning. Yeah. Smith says, I probably listened to your dad. Probably. It'd be Corey Skinner on 1050 Chum. Amanda remembers Corey Skinner in the 90s? Yeah, that's dad. Even crazier story. My dad was Mike Myers' best friend when they were about 10 years old in an apartment in Scarborough. Dante says that explains so much. If you read Mike Myers' book he wrote, it says, when I was 10 years old, my best friend was named Corey Skinner. No wonder the MK is annoying. I'm using the MK is from Mr. Garrison. MK. Storms are bad, MK. Just got to notice the severe storm has ended. Did they end? Oh, yeah, they ended the warning for Essex County. And they ended the warning for Chatham. So there is no warnings. Oh, no, there is still a warning just west of London. Still no warning for London. Have they reconnected at all? Yeah, one time when Mike Myers did when he did Wayne's World, my dad was still working for Chum at the time. So they in the paper they published what hotel Mike was at. So my dad called and he's like, this is Corey Skinner from 1050 Chum. I have an interview with Mike Myers. And they're like, yeah, we'll put you right through. And they put him right through his room. And he's like, hey, Mike, it's Corey from, he put his radio voice away. And he's like, hey, Mike, it's Corey from the apartment building in Scarborough, blah, 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 blah. And Mike was like, hey, Corey. And they talked for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. It was crazy. So that was pretty cool. And that was at that was Wayne's World. It was like wild. This guy says fake news. No. Yeah, it was really cool. Potentially cooler than that is the photos I have of my grandfather interviewing the Beatles and interviewing Jimi Hendrix. So that might be potentially cooler, but I listened to both your granddad and your dad. Oh, nice. Thanks, Brenda. That's cool. Power outage in Chatham. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh no, I said Mr. Garrison. Sorry, I meant Mr. Mackey, not Mr. Garrison. Storms are bad and good. Amber says, have a great night. Thank you so much, Amber. Appreciate it. Wind and rain just came out of nowhere in southwest London. Not really out of nowhere. I mean, we've been tracking it for 2 hours now. And you did get a severe thunderstorm watch from Environment Canada. No severe thunderstorm warning from Environment Canada, interestingly. How bad is London, though? Is it pretty bad? Jewel says, listening while I construct a cardboard computer with radar for my son's career dress-up day tomorrow. That's awesome. Perfect background noise for the project. Thank you. That's great. Can you please send us a photo when you're done? That sounds awesome. I want a cardboard radar. That'd be sweet. Trees are moving now, says Janet. Thank you. That's in London. I spoke too soon. A branch just came down, said Peter. Is that in London? Peter says, I enjoy the Mr. Mackeys. Good. Is there a tornado risk? It's unlikely. Thanks, Flick Kings. Appreciate it. I'm starting to love that now, though. I get the little every time. Supposedly, Exeter radar is supposed to come back later today, says Patricia. That'd be cool. Took a second. It's pretty windy. How windy? Oh, wait, there's weather stations. Why don't I go look at those? Hold on a second. Then we can stop. Then I can stop just going by people's vibes here. Vibe casting over here. 1 second. 41 minutes ago. Can we just get an update on a current station? 41 minutes ago. Where's the new data? Give me some new data. All right. I think it's about time. London's going to be pretty gusty. Environment Canada has not extended the severe thunderstorm warning into London. They're probably going to drop the severe thunderstorm warning to the west at some point. Still going to be some gusty winds overnight and some thunderstorms, but hopefully it stays sub-severe. Wait, what happened? Oh, no. What did I do? Ran in there. Oh, I fixed it. Sweet. Polygon time? Nah, I don't think so. Classic Lit Love says it's howling. The wind is howling there. Yeah, it's probably pretty darn windy, but I don't know if it's windy enough to take down trees. And that would be the severe threshold. Thanks for the mk's. Good. Good. Getting bad. Should I worry? I don't know. There's no severe thunderstorm warning for right now, so. There will be a tornado? Nah. Seems pretty unlikely. There hasn't been any rotation with this line since it got into Ontario. So, probably unlikely. The radar in the new basic app is pretty amazing. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. We worked on that for 2 months. We were like, we almost dropped it, but then we had some breakthroughs in it, and then we're like, oh, it works great. Actually, I was shocked. I have this really old Android device from like 10 years ago that somebody sent me so we could test the app. And I have a newer S23 to test the app, but I tested it on the old Android phone, and the radar was butter smooth. And I was like, oh, yeah, we did it. Sweet. Sweet. All right, folks, I think that's about it. I'm toast. I was toast an hour ago. So thank you, everybody. I hope everybody's staying safe. Hope the power comes back on for those who lost power. Hope everybody, if anybody has tree damage and that type of thing, hopefully it's not too hard of a cleanup. And yeah, I hope everybody stayed safe. So wild times. I deserve a good night's sleep. Well, I'm not going to get one because I got to get up at 7. So. Oh, well, it happens. It's all good. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you all very soon. Thank you, Brennan. Appreciate the help, bud.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night, everyone. We'll talk to you all soon. Have yourself a good evening. Yeah, click that like button if you can. We'd appreciate it. And hopefully these winds continue to weaken. That would be nice. We'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.